provide an on-campus provide an on-campus food bank donation point.
Hello. Food poverty is a major and persistent problem both nationally and in the local communities surrounding the university. Over the past decade, food banks have become a vital source of support for those who find themselves temporarily unable to provide for themselves or their families. Local food banks in Coventry, Kenilworth and Leamington have in just the past few years provided thousands of short-term food packages for those who need them. I propose this motion because a food bank donation point on campus would provide a straightforward, convenient and easy to implement way for Warwick students to help those less fortunate than us. And with the greatest of respect to my friends in the third row, if you think the SU votes on irrelevant stuff, don't propose irrelevant stuff. Propose easy-to-do, helpful stuff.
Really briefly, again, thank you for this. This is really useful. Together with Julie and the Coventry Food Charter, we are already working on this, have looked into it. Someone from the Trust might come over fairly soon, actually. Provided that this passes, we'll look for a space, we'll set this up. So definitely, thank you very much. Really helpful.
Yeah, I think this is a really great motion. It's something that we can easily do. The only thing I'd like to say is I hope we could expand upon this in the future and ensure that we have a food bank that could provide to students in times of need as well.
Just very briefly, the SU Advice Centre is going to get some brochures for students that might need a referral to a food bank, so we're looking at that there's appropriate material available for those who need it.
Is there a possibility maybe this could go even further and say we suggest that university and the SU donate any waste food from any of its outlets, restaurants and such like to maybe food banks? For example, they may not use all the stuff they buy, for example, maybe salads, meat and such like, and maybe there's a way in the future of making sure that they give them to food banks, or maybe offering people to come and eat all the excess food, because the university is not going to sell it anyway, so it's just going to waste.
I'd just like to commend the proposer and writer of the motion, Ben Newsham, for including ambiguity in where the food that is collected at this donation point would be going. I think it's important that it responds to the need that as it changes, and so thank you for doing that.
I was just going to quickly respond to the point made somewhere, that yes, there is so much more that we can do with food waste, the SU and the university. We definitely should. However, as always, there's some legal issues with, with waste food. But yeah, if anyone wants to put another motion about food waste, please do. It'd be great to get that sorted as well.
Yeah, the motion sounds really good. I'd suggest one thing, perhaps some sort of marketing or advertising drive, especially within freshers' halls, because that's where the vast majority of food's wasted. Those are the people who are most likely to donate on a campus food bank. So maybe, hopefully, we can do something like that, posters, online stuff.
Right.
I think Raucus already does quite a lot of that, so maybe team up with them.
Yeah. Thanks. If you could just pass it to Christian. Yeah, there you go.
Cheers. Yeah, I think we could actually do that. We did a food waste poster campaign in halls last year. These are going up again next year, so we could include something on there. The problem with donating food from SU outlets and from the university is that the SU outlets produce very little food waste. Food banks in general can only take stuff that lasts for quite a long time, for example, tin stuff. And there just is a limited amount of that can be donated. I think Warwick Conferences is now putting food waste to anaerobic digestion, and I am just noticing that I shouldn't know this much about this, but this is where it ended up.
You have 30 seconds.
I don't need 30 seconds. I'll just say it's a nice motion. I think we can all agree that we like to feed hungry people. Let's do something nice for the people less fortunate than us.
Okay, shall we have an indicative vote? All those for the motion? Thank you. All those against? All those abstained? Okay, thank you very much. So that concludes the motions. So campaigning for the referendum starts at 8 p.m. tonight. The voting opens at 9 a.m. tomorrow and closes 12 p.m. Friday. So please do vote, whatever your opinions. Democracy. Woo. The only other thing we have to say is that, as we said at the top, please do nominate yourselves for the spring elections. It closes next Tuesday at 12 p.m. So please stand. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. Have a good night.